should one of you differ from our learning styles and learning needs?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Every one of us have our own unique needs and styles. For example, here in our class, there are students or some students here are prepared to study alone. Who are those students? Can we raise your hands? Study alone. Mr. Irish, or some students want, how about those students who want to study in groups? Yeah. Each one of us have our unique learning abilities. That unique learning abilities catered and thus the creation of a personalized learning path. This personalized learning path is a kind of learning approach that caters the individualized needs of the students. This is not the generalized needs of the students, but the individual needs and learning styles of each student. For example, if your students prefer auditory kind of learning, you should be able to adapt or to make a lessons or a activity that could cater to that kind of learning. And also, you could also use different kind of instruction for those students who wants to learn in a visual spatial environment. Do you understand?
Yes.
I have here a short video that describes what is personalized learning path.
Inside the classroom, we have encountered varied students with different learning interests, abilities, and needs. We offer these differences, we can apply the personalized learning path to each learners. Personalized learning path is an educational approach that aims to customize learning for each student's strengths, needs, and learning interests. It empowers students to take ownership of their own learning. And through utilizing technology, the individual needs of students are tailored and being catered.
What have you observed from the video? The video entails that in classroom have different kind of students with varied needs and learning styles. For example, here in our class, we have our own different learning styles, diba? There are students who are good in writing, there are students who are good in painting and drawing. So a teacher should cater those individual needs of the students. But because of the advancement of technology, teachers are now very easy now for the teacher to use and to cater the individual needs of the students. Why? Because of the presence of technology. We can use different kinds of technological tools in order for us to teach the individuality of each student. Right? Right. For example, I gave the example in our class, but more importantly, as a elementary teacher or educator in the future, we should know the differences of our students. First and foremost, before we conduct our lessons, we should first acknowledge or recognize what kind of learners our students. So, what are the different three types of technological tools that we can use in the personalized learning path classroom. First is the gamified apps for elementary students. So these gamified learning platforms incorporate elements of game design badges, leaderboards, and rewards to engage students and provide personalized learning experiences. So from the previous demonstrator a while ago or last meeting, they have already discussed about the gamified learning platform. So here in this gamified learning platform for individualized or for personalized learning path, this learning gamified learning platform is specific for personalized learning environment. For example, here in this video, you can see that this is an example of gamified learning apps called Bingo Kids.
Looks like it's bath time for our friends.
For
Select
elementary
a character.
students. For grade
Let's
school
get clean. First, let's brush her teeth.
You can let your students select games in this kind of learning. Or, for example, here, pinulayasan ng bata is how
Her
to
up with the sponge.
take a bath. How to properly take a bath. Like the grade 1, mostly meron mga students, mga learning to about how to take a bath, how to wash their hands, mga self skills.
Help our friend in the shower.
So in this kind of game, you can identify if your students know how to take a bath and the proper way
Now
of
let's dry her off. Much better, right, Lisa?
Today is a special day. We are going to bake a
It's
delicious
for
treat.
students
Add the
who
ingredients.
want to
Sugar,
By the way,
Flour.
students,
butter,
students who want to can play this game.
mix all the ingredients with a spoon. Choose a baking pan. Put in the cake batter. Now it's time to bake. Now you can decorate your cake. Green icing. Add your favorite toppings. Umbrella, chocolate vanilla cookies, sparklers, vanilla cookies,
So you can let your student choose their preferred design of their cake.
Callie, Lisa, Elliot, Ricky, Billy, chocolate sprinkle, chocolate cookie, chocolate.
After playing games, your student can feel a sense of accomplishment. For example, also this kind of this is also Lego games, wherein the game your students want to play a game wherein they can enhance their reading skills. There are also games in the Linggo Kit na may pagbabasa wherein your students can read stories, and also for those students who want to play games with puzzle games, mga puzzle games, pwede naman ito mga games. So this kind of that kind of gamified apps can cater the individual needs of the students kasi they're limited into one kind of game kasi different kind of game yung makikita dito. So the students can really choose what kind of game that suits to their learning needs. Lastly is the interactive whiteboards. Can we read, everyone?
Interactive whiteboards allow teachers to create dynamic and interactive lessons tailored to individual students' needs, incorporating multimedia elements and real-time feedback.
Here in interactive whiteboards, it's like also this kind of thing. But in interactive whiteboard, you can manipulate the system, or for example, you can manipulate mga function yung sa mga whiteboards. This kind of whiteboard or this kind of technological tool can enhance the individual or the personalized needs of the students by giving lessons depende naman mga needs of the students. For example, if your students wanted to learn about this specific subject, you can use interactive whiteboards to show some pictures, visual representations that will enhance the learning of your students. So this is an example of interactive whiteboard. For elementary students, ba nakakapag-search na like teacher kung ano kailangan. Very convenient era for us kasi kahit makakapag-search na lang sa mga learning resources, for example, sa YouTube. So, naiintindihan yung interactive whiteboards. So, paano kaya makapiyaw lang iya kung ano yung interactive whiteboards kasi dali yung kung ano nakakapit is interactive whiteboards. It only tells us na interactive whiteboards can be also used in a personalized learning environment wherein you can put lessons that are suitable to your students. So this personalized learning part is very important, especially in elementary students. And using technology is a convenient way for a teacher to cater the needs of our students. But there are also benefits and challenges, especially in terms of using technology. So some of those are some of those benefits of implementing personalized learning paths using technology in elementary schools can be read, everyone.
Similar learning experience, engagement, data-driven insights, flexibility, and collaboration.
So the first one is tailored learning experience. A teacher can use different learning technological tools to cater the learning needs of their students. For example, you can use videos for those students who are visual spatial. For example, students who prefer to learn using visual representation. You can use videos, visual PowerPoints, and also you can use auditory kind of approach or auditory kind of materials for those students who are auditory learners. So this kind of technology can really enhance the individual needs of each student. So the second one is engagement. Siyempre, through technology, students are motivated intrinsically. Kasi why? Because you cater their individual needs. Students are very motivated to go to school and to participate to your discussion and every activity that you give to them. For example, ang games na pinakita will very motivated to play that game. Aside from they will be motivated, your students will also learn more on your lesson. And the data-driven insights naman, data-driven insights using technology, the teacher can collect data about the student's strengths and weaknesses. For example, through the use of technology, ang mga games na ito, you can know what are their strengths and weaknesses in order for you to cater those strengths and also to improve their weaknesses. And flexibility. This flexibility entails na mga students, because it is technology, they can access your resources or your learning materials efficiently. Because, di ba, pwede ba nila for example, pwede nila post yung mga videos about your lessons through YouTube. So, your students can only access it by searching to YouTube your resources. So, very flexible for your students. And lastly, collaboration. So syempre, your students will be collaborative to each other. For example, may laman games, magkakamayagahin healthy competition within each other. They can group their students by pair, by three, or by group 1, group 2, wherein they can perform your given games, and then they can, aside from that, they can also develop their social skills and social relationship with his or her classmates.
And then yung mga benefits of implementing personalized learning at using technology.
Yes.
So lastly is challenges of implementing personalized. So, syempre, in every benefits, there is challenges or disadvantages. So first one is equity. Equity means that all our students can access and have the technology. For example, not all here na may mga Wi-Fi, makaka-access sa mga games. So very hard ito mga students na low level na tirang wala yung mga dere na nakaka-access sa technology. So very challenging yung teacher na mag-use sa technology. Like, kunwari, sasabihin mo naman, search these source or resources that I provided in YouTube. Bakit mga estudyante na dere makaka-access sa internet? So it is very hard for them to access your resources. So challenges kaya sa teacher for us and the teacher. And teacher training. This is one of the reason kasi sometimes they're nakakapahin mga technology kasi may mga teacher lagi hasta yan na or mga kuan nila na they're trained on how to properly use technology like TV, PowerPoint, like ang mga projector. So this is very challenging even though nasa technological world na kita, but still siguro magiging po ang intervention is for the government to provide or DepEd or other educational institution to provide training for teachers in terms of technology. So last, the third one is quality of content. So not everything na we can see in internet or we can download in internet are all true or are all factual or real. So there is mga tanan na makikita kabataan in internet. For example, if you let them search na lang your content like YouTube, they can also access, aside from accessing your resources or learning materials, they can also access other resources na direct para makakabuli pa era that could pose danger for their innocence, diba, mga elementary students. For example, naglalaptop na lahera, laptop na laara na lang mga content. May na magpapap up na mga apps or whatever, may na magpipindot. So that app will parang mag-brain mo siya tira mind, tira innocent mind. So very advisable na pero mas nala technology gamitan in terms of learning. So engagement. So kanina nasayak na nakaka-engage yung students, benefit nila in terms of engagement. But also, technology can also not be so engaging for the students. Especially, I already nakap to every one of us has our own unique way of learning. There are also students who don't prefer technology. So those students who don't want technology, they're not engaged in their learning. Rather, parang nila umuli. There are students na they're masyadong nag-enjoy mga technology. For example, also, kanila rin nag-enjoy. Siguro yung mga content na pinapatang sila are not motivated enough for them to be engaged in your learning and teaching process. And lastly is technical issues. Siyempre, for example, paano kung nagpupunta ka sa biglang mag-burnout? Diba? That would really be a challenge for a teacher on how to provide intervention ka na nag-burnout. Paano na ituwa ka na ng lesson, na-attend na rin yung mga content, yung subject matter. So it would be really a challenge for teacher to teach pag nagkakamay ng technical issues. For example, so technical issues siya for me to for the flow of my discussion. So these are the challenges